Happy New Year everyone, this is Galarian with a new video, and in this video we are diving back in Master League Classic. Most people are playing Holiday Cup at the moment. I personally don't really like Holiday Cup, and I thought that we have to go back into Master League anyway when this cup finished, so I'm just gonna go right into it to get a jump start understanding the meta. Today we are working with a team with Mewtwo, Dialga, and Snorlax. So the team building, the idea is I have Mewtwo in the front to burn shields, and we have Dialga in the back to clean up, and we have Snorlax mostly for the Giratina matchup. A lot of people like to lose the first matchup and come in with Giratina to farm Mewtwo down, which is the right move, but all the energy on Giratina will be cancelled when they are matching with a Snorlax. So the idea with this team is always try to find a way to match my Snorlax with the potential Giratina in my opposing team, and when that happens I normally have a very good chance of sweeping in the end. On my Snorlax I'm running Lick, Body Slam, and Earthquake. I work with Super Power for a minute, but I do believe that Earthquake is a little bit better in this meta. I like the coverage, I like that it doesn't self-debuff because Snorlax is very tanky and shields are very important in this cup, in this league. So I want to make sure that I don't put myself in a situation where I have to shield my Snorlax. So with that being said, let's get back into the commentary, and we're almost done with the Kyogre matchup in this one. The meta of Master Classic hasn't really changed much since the beginning of GBL. So it's actually kind of nice because everything else changes so much, right? Before that we didn't have Stunfisk in the Great League, we didn't have Ultra Premier, and now everything is so different, but Master League is actually the most consistent meta we have ever seen. So I really like that kind of familiarity. So now Runo. Okay, Giratina. Horrible matchup, but I really like this one. I always count the right move and I throw a 7-cycle card, because if they throw right away it's normally not a Shadow Ball, they need one more for the Shadow Ball. And they always like to bait with Mewtwo because Mewtwo is pretty glassy, but I do get to another cycle side strike if they bait me with Ominous Wind, and they have the shield as well, so now we are up a shield. And technically we lost switch, but normally they tend to avoid the Snorlax matchup like what's happening now, so we're also getting switch back in a way. Focus Blast is 75 energy and Side Strike is 45, so you want to be aware of that. Everything from Mewtwo really hurts, but you want to make sure that you save the shield for the Focus Blast, now Side Strike. And now I know that I can come in with Dialga and just farm down, because Mewtwo is pretty classy. I know that Giratina has a little energy, and this is a Shadow Ball. I'm not going to show this one. I need more energy, and there's a Dialga in the back. So I know that I have to Draco this right away before I get farmed down completely. There's some very nice lag over here, and I landed the Draco. For my opponents, they have to call a bait, because if they shielded this one, I'll just Earthquake the Dialga with my Snorlax. So that was a good game. Machan, you don't really see a lot of fighters in Master League, so that was a really good lead. And this switch into Dialga, I actually don't have the best solution with Dialga on this team, so I'm just gonna dump this Focus Blast and bail. And I actually landed the Focus Blast, which was so huge. And now they came in with Giratina. I stayed a little bit longer. I try to have a move on Mewtwo before I swap out, but when you match your Snorlax with Giratina, there's literally nothing they can do, because I haven't seen any Giratina running Dragon Pulse. Most of them, all of them I met are running Ominous Wind and Shadow Ball, and they switching their Machamp, but my Snorlax is so loaded on energy that all of this body slam really add up. And now there's the third one, and they have to show this one. And they're so low on health, I know that I can Dragon Breath down already. And Cross Trap doesn't even KO. And my opponent decided to surrender. Normally when you land a Snorlax with Giratina, there's just nothing they can do. Okay, Melmetal, this is a very interesting matchup. We are charging at the same speed. Side Strike is not gonna be enough, but Focus Blast definitely will KO. I normally charge up to about 9, because sometimes they know I am going for Focus Blast, and they might try to switch right away and then land the Focus Blast. And I know I can get another Focus Blast right here. So if they don't show this one, it's going to be even worse. And they showed this one, which put me in a tough spot. I came in with Snorlax because I tanked the move a little bit better, because I want to have my Dialga in the back, and they Draco'd me. But now I quickly swap into Dialga because now that their attack is debuffed, I don't have to show anything, because Draco Meteor is a 2-stage attack debuff, and they are forced to swap into Giratina because they don't want to get farmed up completely. But this is a really good matchup with Dialga. I'm gonna double shield this one. My plan is to farm it all the way down. I have a Draco all the way for Dialga in the back. I chickened out a little bit, but the Dialga is pretty low, so I just want to chip away a little bit, because they do have to throw energy at Snorlax, because Snorlax is so thick. And I actually managed to lay it down completely, which was nice. Alright, Hunter Pierce. Groudon. It's a very neutral matchup. Okay, they switch into Shadow Mewtwo. Okay, this is really bad, because I do have to burn 2 shield if I want to win this one. I quickly switch into Dialga because I only have to shield the Focus Blast. Because they threw Shadow Ball, I know that it's not likely to have Shadow Ball and Focus Blast, so I let the second one go. That still hurts. And my opponent decided to burn 2 shield, which was a mistake, because now I can come back with Mewtwo and farm down, and Mewtwo, when shields are down, can nuke everything, just like everything. So there's the Melmetal, Focus Blast, gone, just gone. And that's the Groudon, and we have 1 Side Strike. It's going to take about 70% of the health. And they have to land the Earthquake. I'm not shielding, because Snorlax can tank Earthquake pretty comfortably, and they actually baited. I just let this one go. They are in body slam range already. And my opponent, my opponent decided to surrender at that point. Next match with a lot of numbers. Okay, Dialga. So this is the thing. They get to the first Iron Hat before I do. So I always have to show the first one. But look at my health is still in the green, so I know that I can get a 2 Focus Blasts before their second Iron Hat. And they let that one go through, and now we are at a switch advantage. And there's no way to show this one, because when I'm running Focus Blast, I normally don't run Shadow Ball, so it's very good recognition from my opponent. But I know that their Mewtwo is pretty low, and I'm counting the energy. I know this is not a Focus Blast, so I'm letting this one go. And I do have a lot of energy on Dialga, which is nice. And they have Groudon. Groudon doesn't resist Iron Hat, so this Iron Hat is going to chunk. My plan is to try to catch an Earthquake on the Snorlax. It will do about 60%. I can survive this one quite easily. I just want to chip away. I want to chip Groudon away to a range that I can farm down with Dialga. I'm not going to commit to any shield on this one. If they bait me, even better. A Fire Punch doesn't KO. Snorlax is very thick. And for some reason, they swap into Mewtwo, which was a mistake, because that means more energy for me to farm. And I know that they are in farm down range already, so just Dragon Breath all the way down. So another great thing about Snorlax is the fast move does super effective damage to Mewtwo as well. Shadow Mewtwo, very bad, but I do think I overfarmed to Shadow Ball to try to see what they want to do, and they let them go through, and this could be a Shadow Ball, so I'm going to shield this one. It's just a side strike. And they throw it away again. I haven't got to my second side strike, so I know it's just a side strike. I can tank this one. This one will put it down, so I got a shield for this one. And I know that I want to get one shield no matter what. I believe I come with Dialga to farm all the way down. And we have a lot of energy on Dialga, which is always nice. And I have a Groudon in the back, so same plan. I'm trying to get off this Iron Head, and I'm trying to catch a Earthquake on the Snorlax. And my opponent decided to bait me, which is even worse. And now they have Melmetal. Double Superpower actually doesn't KO Snorlax. They will be from this range. But I landed an Earthquake, and I know I'm not shooting anything because when they debuff themselves, it'll be easier for my Dialga in the back to farm down with Dragon Breath. Because they have to at least use one superpower to KO me. They still have a lot of energy, which is pretty bad, but I know that after one debuff, it doesn't do as much. And I farm it all the way down. I actually didn't farm it all the way down, but I do believe that I can farm down this Groudon, which I did. And their Melmetal is so low that I can just farm down. It was really close though. I'm pretty sure Melmetal or Groudon had a move almost ready towards the end. Hades something. Hades, very good game. Okay. Ramperia, not the best matchup. I just go straight for the nuke. Because that's what I want, because when they don't shoot, I want to punish them. And now we're just going for the side strike, because we have switch already. When we have switch, that means that I have a better chance of lining up my Snorlax with Giratina or something it wants to meet. And they have two anti-Dialga Pokemon already, Ramperia and Groudon. So I'm very sure that whatever's in the back is not going to be another Dialga counter, right? You have to balance the team. And there's a Dialga in the back, so I know that I want to get to this Earthquake just to pressure the shield. Earthquake doesn't KO, but it will do pretty... You see that it will do so much to a Dialga. And I know that I have to shield this one, I can farm that completely, and that Groudon is very, very low. So there's nothing they can do at this point. Mewtwo with the double nuke. A lot of people don't like to shoot Mewtwo for some reason. I don't understand it, but Mewtwo when unshielded really can nuke everything. Okay, Dialga again. We lag out a little bit in the beginning for the fast move, so I know that they'll get to Iron Head way before I do. So I think I only missed out one fast move though. I overfarm a little bit. I want them to think that I'm baiting. And I land the Focus Blast. Because when you are throwing right away, people tend to believe that you are just like pressing the same charge move. But when you overfarm a little bit, sometimes people think that you might be faking it, right? Because you don't know the counting. And now we are lined up with Kyogre. This is not the worst matchup, not the best, because Waterfall and Surf still chunks. Kyogre is also pretty thick as well. And they actually switch into Mewtwo, which is very interesting. I quickly switch into Snorlax because Lick is doing so much. And I know that Lick with Body Slam will be enough before they get to a Focus Blast. It takes 75 energy, which is 9 Psycho Cut for them to get to a Focus Blast. So I know they're not gonna make it. And I have a move on Kyogre as well. This doesn't KO, but Snorlax is very thick. So they have to throw energy, or I can get to another Body Slam. I actually quickly switch into Dialga just to make sure they throw energy. And I have a Body Slam ready for the Kyogre. My opponent decided to surrender. Right, because the losing condition will be that if they farm me all the way down, I have a move on Dialga, and that won't be the best for me. Next match with OTK77. Groudon again, so same plan, I just go straight for Side Strike. I will charge up to what is supposed to be an Earthquake. I believe I show this one, I got baited, that's fine. Focus Blast will, I believe, will almost KO. Almost, and we get a little bit extra farm, which is even better. Because now we have energy for the opposing Mewtwo. They're not going to show this one because I don't have Shadow Ball, right? But this resistance such as still hurts. And I'm so ahead of energy, I get a shield anyway. And because Groudon is out of the way, I can safely come in with Dialga. Because they are less likely to have another counterfight Dialga in the back if they lead with Groudon. And with CMP here, and that's fine, I'm perfectly fine letting this one go. And they have their own Dialga in the back. I actually come in with Snorlax to farm down the Mewtwo. I can tank Iron Hand very easily. I can even tank a Drago pretty easily. And this Earth Power will do quite a bit if those are shielded. And I quickly swap into my own Dialga, and I'm up a shield, right? So unless they Drago me, which if I don't shield, there's no win condition for them. I'm gonna Iron Head this Dialga, and I think one Dragon Breath Mewtwo will be done. And my opponent decided to quit at this point. Very good game. Mewtwo is such a monster. Alright, Giratina again, so this is the leg down strategy. I rarely shield the first one because I want them to take down my Mewtwo, but I want them to get a shield as well. I actually believe this opponent Shadow Ball me, which is the better situation, but Snorlax is going to get so much energy from this one. So even when I lose Switch, I gain so much energy back in return, which is just beautiful, And there's a Dialga in the back, so I'm just gonna throw this Earthquake. It's gonna do a ton of damage. And there's an Oho in the back. Oho is a very interesting Pokemon. Incinerate generates energy so fast, and it has double nukes. But I also do know that Oho is not the most tanky Pokemon. I have 2 shield. So I do know that Dragon Breath will be enough because Dragon Breath is just a better, it's a better damaging fast move than Incinerates. And I believe I shield this. Oh, I believe I let this one go through because I want to have more farm on the Snorlax. And my opponent Brave Bird, which is the right move because I have less energy to farm. But this Dialga is pretty low. Body Slam will be enough to take it out, and I have 1 more shield. So that was a very good game, a very showcase of how Snorlax plays in this team, especially with Giratina. You want to capitalize on that matchup as soon as possible, as much as possible. I normally try to lick down completely without throwing a move. So that's the end of this video. I didn't really put a lot of game into this video because a lot of the Master League games are very similar, battling the same team over and over again. I know that Master League is not everybody's favorite, but for this season I don't like to play Master Premier because I don't think it's very fair that somebody have access to over 40 level Pokemon and the others don't. So in comparison, Master Classic is pretty fair game for everybody, right? Because you won't be able to use XL Candy, and the matchup is a little bit more consistent as well. So I hope you like this video. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you guys in a really good battles and have a lot of shinies with Pokemon Go. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. I did something interesting with the layout that is a painting of myself, and I also used a painting, several of my paintings to put this new graphic together, just to be more personalized. So I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. As always, good luck. I see you in the next one.